fucking eyes, not in the fucking eyes. And that's when I got her in the fucking eyes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With that, um, tuned into the I Guess So podcast. Have me, your host, Max Scully. Got my boy Chris, as always. And we have a special guest tonight. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. It's usually how it goes down.
My name is Pat Anthony, and I sing and create a lot of different things, you know?
Yes, sir. Local Denver musician, Pat Anthony, with us tonight. And yeah, we're just having a nice, mellow evening so far.
Yeah, tell us about the soft crew. Just some shit. How the fuck you know that?
Like fucking Narduar.
Yeah.
That part's fucking fire, bro. That's
Yeah,
a legend right
yeah,
there.
for
He's
real.
a shit.
Yeah,
Have
man.
you seen the one where Lil Boost is the guy who had the diamond right here?
Oh, that's
Lil
Uzi.
Uzi.
Lil
He
Uzi,
hasn't
oh,
seen him in forever, and he gets all emotional when he sees
Little
him.
Uzi Vert.
Because I haven't seen you in forever, man.
That's
They fucking
hilarious.
hug it out. That's a real moment.
Yeah, I seen that. I
Yeah.
seen who the fuck was it? Someone just recently like fucking dodged him out at a festival or
Oh, it was
something.
man,
Playboy? Was that
Playboi Carti.
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah, he didn't want to
Yeah.
fucking interview
Which
with
made me
him.
really upset because I fuck with like the Magnolia track and shit like that. It's
Yeah,
super fire.
But what do you
yeah,
mean? What do you mean you want to interview him?
he didn't like
Just
he
dissed
left him
him.
hanging. Yeah, that
Uh,
was all sad. Nardwuar was all sad, like
Yeah.
because he like drove away in his limo and shit at what festival was
I
it?
don't even know, like Rolling Loud or something
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Rolling Loud, but yeah, he was like
But
trying to get an interview, and he just said, "Nah, like fuck that shit."
yeah, dude was like
that's
trying to
fucked
get in
up.
the window, and he was like, Playboy, Playboy, and he just like rolled the window up, and the security guard held him back, and they were kind of manhandling Nardwuar a bit. I ain't
That's
gonna
fucked
lie.
up. He's not even
Yeah.
like threatening you're gonna fucking
Oh yeah,
manhandle R
no,
Nor.
that's a legend right there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
He interviewed Nirvana, which is crazy. I didn't know about that.
Nirvana?
Yeah, bro.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's
So
crazy.
he's
I
been
didn't
doing
know
it.
about that either.
Well, he started doing it a long time ago,
a
right?
minute, bro. Like
Yeah.
yeah, Seattle grunge shit. Like he was always up in the scene back then. Yeah.
Get my water real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. What was one of your main, or did it start as a kid, or when do you remember you started like pursuing music?
Hi, me and my girl were just talking about this. I've been making music because I went to church growing up, so a lot of singing. You know, choir. My mom was in the choir. And I ended up probably like starting making music about 6 or 7. I had like a little boombox. I had like a little tape, and I played like Master P's, make him say beat, and I would sing over it. I would sing like Star Spangled Banner, all that. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Make him say, yeah, no, like it was classic. But that's where like my passion started from it. But as far as like actually recording myself was about age 12 or 13. I was a weird kid. There was like no kids back then.
What was going on around that era? How old are you?
Mac Miller was popping. I'm 30.
Oh,
So
so we're the same age. Okay.
yeah.
So 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Mac Miller was popping 12 years ago already?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
like when he first
that's the
came
can
up.
stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that, like, fucking when he had, like, the thumbs up crew, you know
I
what
don't
I'm
know why
saying?
I felt like I didn't hear about him till a lot after, but I
It was a
am old.
dope.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm fucking old too. Fuck.
2000,
Yeah, no.
2008, 2009 when he like really
Yeah, it was
started
like
popping
him,
off.
Wiz, Big Sean,
Yeah, I remember Wiz when
you
he was
know?
coming up.
Yeah.
Paper
Yeah.
Planes days.
Oh, bro, Wiz is my
Yeah.
shit. I was, like, the one of the few kids that listened to him growing up, like and then he popped when he had, like, I think the Rolling Papers album.
Yeah.
But back then, I
My
was listening
favorite
to
was
Say Yeah, like, he had stuff, like, way back, like, the Say Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
oh
saying? You know
yeah.
that track?
Yeah, that's a dope
Bro,
ass
And
song.
yeah.
I still bump like Cushion Orange Juice to
Oh,
this
Fish
day.
Energy is a
Like
classic.
yeah, that's like my favorite Wiz tape. It's like one of my favorite tapes just of all time, honestly.
Mhm.
Did you guys watch his movie with Snoop Dogg?
I didn't
Mac
like
and
it.
Devin.
Mac and Devin's
I
a good
hated
It's
it.
movie. Yeah.
definitely
I hated when they were
ridiculous.
going through the fucking the hallways and they were, like, swimming, and they were, like, pretending like they're all high because there was, like, water over, like, the it was so dumb.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
a weird way to, like, represent being high because
Yeah, they were overdoing it.
I'm not even
Nah,
trying to
they overdid a lot of shit in there. Fucking remember Andy Milonakis
Yeah.
in that shit?
Was he in that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in it.
he was
He
like
plays a high schooler. He's like 50.
he's like
I guess he might have turned it off once they started swimming in the hallway.
yeah, he like I can't remember, but I remember him hitting that bong, and he does some nasty shit, bro. Andy Milonakis, and I can't remember exactly what it is.
It's definitely a silly movie. I can see why you turned it off. It's like it's like one of those you gotta. I don't even know how to explain it. I guess if you just want to watch them, but it is a silly
It
movie.
just made me upset because, like, I wanted a good weed movie from 2 of, like, the weed goats, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that was a little goofy.
and they made, like, a weed movie for kids.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was super weird. I didn't like
Yeah.
it. You know, the soundtrack was kinda fire, you know what I'm saying? So
It was because
yeah.
they even had their whole album to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was called too. Mac and Devin go to
Go
high school, right?
yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
yeah. It's not. There's
Real
a
dope
lot
track.
of good tracks
Real
on there.
poppy, but it was dope for sure.
Yeah, they were really good at smoking weed, both of them.
Yeah, man.
They used to like challenge each other on stage and shit.
I'm training for that. When I meet Snoop or Wiz one day, I'm gonna be able to smoke with them. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just I smoke all day, and that's one of my goals. But I ain't gonna lie, those dudes smoke. Like,
I think I'll just be honest with you. I can't hang with you.
I mean, you might. Depends on the
He
type of
gets
weed.
upset. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
nephew.
Now you start giving me edibles and shit like that, I'm out. I'm
Oh, see, that's
done.
where I roll. I like edibles.
Nah, that's like a weird, uncomfortable feeling. It's a different high than
It is a
smoking
different
weed.
high.
Yeah, he's shaking his head back there. He's like, I don't like them. You know? Yeah, no, I hate those.
I gave him so much edibles one time. He said he thought he literally died overnight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was there. He
But he woke up in
fucking
the afterlife.
Reborn just fucking
it
felt like a
was
new person.
it was like 1,000 milligram, I think, that we basically split 3 ways.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
This was like
edibles.
fucking this was like what, 2010, 2012 maybe? Yes.
We were a little bit newer at that
Yeah.
point, Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like I remember just I to this day I've never been that fucking
Mhm.
high. Like
I made my own edibles one time, and I slept for like, I want to say literally 3 days straight.
God damn.
Bro, like I only got up to go piss and like eat a little bit and came like lay down because I made cornbread out of canna butter.
Mm,
I don't know if y'all ever ate canna butter, but it makes like the whatever you're eating taste like weed.
yeah,
mm.
So
yeah.
you're not too sure how much you're getting. You know how to dose it. You're just
The
all
can of
right.
butter doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah,
tell you how much is in it.
I made it myself.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So I
You
got
see
a
like
crock pot. I got like the trimmings, put them in like a little cheesecloth, and I put the butter in there, let it
Yeah.
soak, and then just let a crock pot real simmer low,
Yeah.
and then took it out. And
I
then
was just
let it
thinking today how
become
I
butter.
wanted to make some. I wanted to make some fucking can of
I
butter.
think you can
Yeah.
buy it now though, like measured too, like 1,000 milligram bar of
Oh yeah.
fucking butter.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you
this was like
can.
2011 when I did this. No, there was none of that. It said put an amount of oil, and I did double that, and
Yeah.
it was what it was, you know.
Do you fuck with the new ones, like the ones that like you can buy at the store now, like that are labeled and
All
shit?
right, so there's one brand I do fuck with is a Binsky.
Binsk?
Binsk, is that what it
Yeah.
is? I don't know.
Binske?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 they make some good shit.
yeah, yeah. They're fire. They have like
Yeah.
really good gummies.
They also make really good live resin.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with the light resin.
No?
No, wax be getting me just too gone. Because I smoke all the time, so I'm
I
like, I'm not trying to add in like some extra shit that
Yeah.
gets me way too high. Because I'm already high as fuck.
You're trying to just function throughout the day while
Yeah,
being
yeah,
high.
yeah. Like, cause even like right now I'm high as fuck, but like if I did a dab, I'd be like all reserved. I get
Might make you
quiet.
sick.
No,
yeah,
I just get quiet.
I stopped doing dabs kind of for that reason, like alone. Like I would just do fucking 3 or 4 before work, and then I'm wondering like why I feel anxious and shit. And
Right,
I'm like, I'm
right.
just fucking high as shit. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah. For
went
me,
through a
it just
really
can't.
sad period in my life with fucking Neto with the dabs. You remember when I was losing my mind? I was doing so many dabs. I'd call you like at 1 in the morning. Hey, let me use your rig, dog.
Oh,
I got
just tripping. No,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah, we lived in the same apartment building at once upon a time, and yeah, like we would smoke together every fucking night. But yeah, some nights he would just when your boys would come over or something, he'd be like, "Can I use it?" I'm like, "I don't care, bro. Go ahead." But
No,
like,
this is before that, bro. When you still
really?
live with your parents and like you had to fucking and I used to drive to your house just to use your
Oh,
fucking rig.
yeah. No, I remember that.
Let me have my girl give me this lighter real
So yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
Right, nice.
Those are some sad. I when I said that's it, no mas with this, what I did is I put everything I had in this green solution bag.
Yeah.
And I was high as fuck and I wrote this like goodbye letter and like whoever picks this up, you run into some good shit, but be careful, it could take you down a dark hole. It was like a bit.
Where'd you leave that at?
You remember? You know about the Village Inn that used to be there by I-25?
Yeah.
Right there on the sidewalk, bro. There's a bunch of fucking crackheads walking.
There's like a Motel 8 but right behind there,
Cell
huh?
phone crack. You can't
Somebody
choose life.
found it because
Somebody
it
was
was right.
fucking
I placed it right in the middle of the fucking of the sidewalk, so somebody fucking found it, and
Yeah.
they got like fucking 5 grams of wax and
I guess I get some crack for this.
like a $200 piece. You think they just fucking traded it for for crack?
If they're crackheads, then yeah, they're like, I don't want these fucking dabs. They're gonna try to trade it to someone. That's my theory.
Crackheads are some fucking crafty bastards. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure out some ways to do a lot of shit. With $50, they'll fucking
Yeah.
live a whole year off that shit.
You could be a functioning crackhead. I know a couple.
Did you see the interview about Boozy? He was talking shit about the fentanyl.
Oh
and the
yeah, yeah.
crackheads. So true, bro.
It's true though.
I know a lot of. I mean, I got family
Yeah.
members that are crackheads, and they're just fine.
They used to hustle back in the day, to get their fucking highs and stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, now these motherfuckers are zombies and shit.
It's crazy, bro. And you like drive downtown and shit and see like a whole bunch of homeless people just laid out.
I've seen a little bit of it here downtown, but I've seen more videos of like
Yeah,
where the
bro.
fuck is like Pennsylvania and shit, where it's like the whole city and it's like
Yeah, well, when you get
fucking
close to it, bro, like I'll go out and like I kind of stopped because it got a little dangerous. I used to go out and do pizza drives,
Oh yeah, that's
and I
just
would just hand
dangerous.
out like pizzas and all that,
Yeah.
bro. But like there was a couple times where like I'll go in somebody's like tent and like they fucking like be hostile as shit, like I'll kill you, blah blah, like
Fuck
Out of here.
I'm just trying to give you a pizza, bro, So I just stopped doing it just because it really wasn't worth it.
No, it's not
It
really
just,
worth it.
but it's just kind of sad because it's a lot of mental health and people just on drugs and shit like that. But the fentanyl, that shit's crazy, It's just straight up like zombies, like you said.
No, yeah, I have a buddy who, Joe. He, well, I don't want. He's already on blast. Fuck it.
Sorry,
He
Joe.
he likes doing foilies with those. Joe's a common name. And I remember one time he came here all paranoid, bro. He's like, "There's some new shit going around, man. It's really fucking everybody up." And I was like, "This guy's just fucking on one, right?"
Was he capping?
Yeah. That same night, I lock up and I wrap around here. You know, how you can see the parking lot around King Supers.
Yeah, yeah.
They were all like just standing there, bro, like looking up at the moon and shit. Like they were just fucked up, bro. Like a bunch of them was literally just standing in random spots in the parking lot, and they were like,
Like right behind here.
yeah, and they were looking at the street lights and the fucking moon.
Like
They were
this
all
shit.
looking up. It looked fucking scary. I kind of want to record it,
They're
but
all
I guess
like seeing
yeah.
the same shit.
I don't know. They might
That's
all
fucked.
be seeing the
Could you
same
imagine
god.
just hitting Fent with a whole bunch of people and just see the same fucking thing?
You see that?
I don't really believe fentanyl is like some devil shit. That shit's super evil, bro. Like, I don't even understand why you would cut like drugs with it. It makes no sense. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
makes
Well,
no
what's
sense to
You
cut
want to
coke.
add volume, right? So like, if I only need a little bit to kill you, why would I even put that in my shit?
well,
You know
what's
what I'm saying?
crazy to me
Maybe
is
the government wants to take us
They
out.
definitely they've been
We
putting
got too many fucking
drugs
people.
on the streets, bro. They put fucking guns in the middle of stuff. They put bricks on streets during riots, all that. It's fact. It's been
oh yeah,
proven.
I
You know,
remember the bricks and
just
shit like that.
random bricks. You know what I'm saying? Just in there,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
all right, okay,
they were everywhere.
yeah,
Like
yeah, super weird.
Fucking, they put like hammers and shit in random spots during the fucking riots. I don't know. There's conspiracies for days.
It's not even conspiracy. That's just a fact. You know, like at this point, bro, like it used to be conspiracy, but a lot of people in the government are so just blatant with it.
well
They
right,
don't
right
hide it at all.
well right now, like what's crazy to me is the whole Hawaii thing. And like I've seen multiple people talk about it, but they're just like, all right, so this shit burned down, there's like children missing, there's all this shit
Yeah.
going on. But the FEMA motherfuckers there are staying in resorts and they're fucking like $2,000 a night hotels.
Well, that, what
And
about them sending $1.3 trillion to fucking Ukraine or something like
Oh
that?
yeah.
And
yeah,
meanwhile, it's like 1.4 million with here in Hawaii, like that's just
yeah,
crazy to me.
yeah. I don't understand
Legit
this shit.
hate us at that point. When you're seeing like, oh, they hate us. They don't really don't get either they're different or they hate us. Either way, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like for you
Yeah, I
to
feel
have
like we're in a weak at a weak time in the U.S. U.S. is a little what do you call it when you're like at risk? I guess that's a word for it. At risk, like susceptible, not even susceptible. It's fucking weak right now.
vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Yeah, we got way too many weak people in this country right now. I'm not saying I'm some fucking badass. I'm probably on the weaker side too, but I care about my goddamn country,
No, I
and we're
think it's
losing our
more
goddamn
so
mind.
people are really weak as far as like physicality. If you look
We're the
about,
fattest you've ever been. We're the
bro,
most
it's
mentally
terrible.
unhealthy that we've ever been.
And they never push anything about health. They always just, push drugs and psychic
Oh,
drugs and all that stuff. Like, and I've done like depression stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like Prozac and all that. Like,
Yeah,
I've been,
yeah.
it is
I
not,
took some shit like
bro,
that when I was a kid. When my uncle passed away, and therapists tried to put me on shit like that, and I was like, I mean, that shit just fucking made me feel worse, than
way
anything.
worse. And like, it gives you like imagery in your head, like, where he was like, my pops was like just doing like a wood chipper stuff, And like, I seen like a vision in my head that was like legit him going into it. And it's not like you can kind of imagine it. Like, I saw it play in my head.
oh, but I do that
And I
sometimes
was
too. I kind
no,
of
it
like it.
was like real graphic. Like
Yeah,
you
you like
could
look at
kind of play
detail.
it, but with on those pills, bro, it's like a whole different level. Like you're like seeing like a movie in your head and it's fucked up. So I was like, yo, that kind of scared me. Stopped doing
Yeah,
them. I
you
was
think
like,
little details of what
yeah,
could have happened.
it's just
Yeah,
creepy, bro. It's just really weird how it makes your brain go to that dark place. And it never really does. And it's like it's supposed to help you, right? But it doesn't.
Yeah.
so what is Prozac exactly? What is it meant to treat?
It's meant to treat just depression, clinical depression.
So is it anything related to like Adderall?
No, Adderall's completely different.
Adderall's
Adderall's
amazing.
more so focused. The Adderall is
I like
I've done Adderall
Adderall.
one time, but Adderall is more so of a focus drug. They give it to kids that have ADHD, things like
Yeah.
that. Depression pills really just like rewire your brain's like chemical structure, So
Yeah,
that's important. That's really crazy to be fucking around with that. And they have no idea like
Yeah.
how they're even doing
I
it,
think it's fucked up how they just push that shit on,
on
people too.
kids.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, they like you said, they fucking hate us, bro. They really don't give a fuck. Like,
They could care less,
I
honestly.
wonder what the hell's really going on. If they don't give a fuck or they want us gone or we're just in a fucked up time, but it just seems real fucked up.
I don't know. Okay, does a farmer really like care about his chickens? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like his like livestock? Like, yes, he does in the sense of like keeping his farm running. But like,
Yeah.
if one dies,
it's just means to an end.
right? So
He's
imagine
just
that on
hella
like a
depressed
way
because his
bigger
chickens are
scale.
dying.
But just imagine that on a way bigger scale when
Yeah.
it comes to that, right? So I feel like that's just what the government is. They just kind of see us as like a number. And it's like, oh, this number died, whatever,
Yeah.
who cares,
Speaking
right?
of farm too, it's like our food too. Like it's fucked.
Oh,
Like it's
yo, I've been
fucked
trying
up.
to
Farm
eat
food is
healthy, dude.
garbage.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's hard to it's hard to eat healthy, but I mean, it's just everything here in America is like fucked. Like.
there's just a lot of stuff. There's like little tricky things they do because I just lost 125 pounds about what was like year ago.
God damn, 125.
Yeah, I was like 330
I
pounds,
I
bro.
seen
It
your
was
posts and stuff on your
crazy.
progress. Good shit, bro.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But the hard part is just like the foods you like look at and like it's like enriched wheat flour. That means that they fucking like did some like crazy
It's
like
got folic acid on it. It's fucking
yeah,
it's fucking
exactly,
you
bro. It's
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's
Folic acid's horrible for you. It's on everything we eat.
super weird, like things they do to foods, but it makes them cheaper. But it has like
Fluoride
5
is
more processes, but it's cheaper. I don't know how that even works, honestly. It's just like grow it, sell it. It should be like that, but they don't do that. They do
no, they
extra things
don't.
to it to make it last 12 weeks. Like an apple shouldn't sit there for 4 weeks.
There are some
It's weird.
people who do focus on what they call regenerative farming, where they're kind of like recreating Mother Nature in their farm. Just kind of, I don't know how to explain it in detail, but yeah, they don't use like
Yeah.
processing mills and shit.
Yeah. I saw a post of like there's some on the back it like let you know that it's like basically lab made food. I forgot what
Yeah,
it says, but it's on the back of the package and it says like some kind of little sentence and it's just saying that yo, this is made in the lab. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I've seen
how
that on
when
some
did
of the
that happen?
food.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get like a choice on
well, we
like
don't care about
I've
it.
seen that on some of the food. It's like this product was bioengineered
there you go, that's what it is. Yes,
for
exactly. Bioengineered.
freshness or whatever the fuck they
Well, we
use,
all love
like
seedless watermelon, but
for
seedless
taste and
watermelon is not
oh
natural.
yeah. I just recently found out about
Alright,
that
don't take away
too.
my secrets. No, I gotta eat that.
Well,
That's fine. Don't
Nah,
take that away.
I
I
like
hate, over and over again. That shit sucks.
it
nah.
does fucking suck.
I do love the seedless ones, but I didn't know that either until recently.
Oh yeah,
Those were
bad for you.
they were
Yeah.
yeah modified.
Yeah,
Like
they
they were
engineered them.
changed that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
because to just make it more convenient,
They do
basically.
that. Have you ever seen like the organic apples and then versus like the non-organics? Like you go to the non-organic, bro. It's like everything is like a clone. Every apple looks exactly the same.
Oh yeah, and they're all huge.
Yeah, you go
Not,
to the
not,
organic one, and it's like things look weird. They got little spots. They're all like, a little ugly. But
yeah.
we're so used to seeing these perfect. We're like, those are bad, but no, they're not. They're actually better for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do have less of a shelf life when
They
they're
do, yeah.
natural.
But those dark spots are natural for natural
Yeah.
like foods. When you have those preservatives that make it stay looking perfect, it's basically a clone of each apple. That's
Yeah, we're just idiots though. Like we see that at the store, like I know esa está fea. Like no, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm at the end grabbing no fucking apple with a spot on it.
You're right. Yeah, you're right for sure.
It's just all optics, and I wonder if it just became a coincidence. Like when you said earlier, when did this happen? If it just happened and we didn't notice, or are they been slowly planning this? I don't know.
Mhm.
It's kind of crazy when you think about that.
Yeah, it's just a generational thing.
And what if it's even bigger than that? What if aliens are real and we're just their little side
You
project?
know what I always think about shit like that is like how we used to watch movies and like now we have like 4K 1080 and
Yeah.
it's just like watching that shit now you're like fuck like how the fuck do we watch this shit like
Yeah.
um
Facts. Looking at a video that's in 720p is like
It looks all
crazy.
old. Yeah,
Bruh, it looks horrible. You know what I'm saying?
it looks like shit.
It does.
Yeah.
There'll be
Ugh.
things on the internet I look and it's low quality. I'm not even fucking watching that. It's
yeah
Yeah,
trash.
most YouTube is 1080p, right? Unless you set everything to
I
4K.
mean, who the hell has time for 4K? Unless like it's a music video for me, yeah, I'll do that. But if I'm doing like a vlog or something like that, it's 1080p. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Who cares?
makes everything easier.
Yeah, I don't really don't need anybody watching my vlog in 4K.
Yeah.
And those cameras that do 8K and whatever the fuck it is, it's like, why do we even have that?
I'm not gonna fucking lie. I don't know what that means. It's no,
Nobody
the
knows what it
higher the
means, man.
K, the
Yeah,
better.
nobody knows what it means.
Yeah.
that's like to zoom into like them fucking open heart surgeries or some shit.
It's
Mhm.
basically just more pixels per frame, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So literally, you can get more into detail with shit.
basically.
Yeah, but don't nobody need that. They don't need to zoom into our skin.
Unless you want to get some of those for the your porn ventures you want to start shooting.
That's it.
You trying to be a porn star, bro?
Not me, a porn star, a
Nah,
porn producer.
he wants to
Porn
produce
No, I
it.
don't
producer?
have the dick to be a porn star.
Damn, shit.
Unless there's a fetish out there for that,
Oh, there's a fetish for everything. It don't matter what
maybe.
it is. Just name something. There's a fetish for it. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I went off. Get this
Oh
man.
man.
Get this man.
Boo this man.
You know,
Speaking of booed, I hope I don't get booed later tonight, man. It's gonna suck.
I
What's
forgot
going
you're
on later
gonna
tonight?
go. He's going to open
Just stand
mic.
up comedy, so
Oh, I've been wanting to do that, bro. I'm terrified though.
it's fucking hard, man.
I'm like
It's
lunch
not
table
that hard,
funny.
but you expect to be great right away. It's like anything else. You gotta work at it. Hopefully, those boos turn into laughs later
Have
on.
you gone up before?
Yeah, I've gone. I've had some good nights and bad nights, but
How does it feel when you bomb? Because I know like when
it
I'm on
feels.
stage, my back of my neck gets really hot and my heart, and then like I just don't want to do anything. I'm just like I want to move. I don't want to be here, but I got to work through it. So is it the same for y'all?
The first time I bombed, it was horrible, bro. I didn't do it for like another year. I was real fucking sad.
Bro,
Just took
jokes
your
are crazy.
confidence.
That's
Yeah.
so scary. You're brave as shit because, bro, like going up on stage and it's like making me laugh, and it's like all right, cool, and say something, and there's like crickets. That's probably it probably rips your soul out. I ain't gonna lie, that shit probably hurts.
Well, it does, and that's probably even more when you're actually like selling. Where I go to, it's a lot of open micers, so they kind of have this little culture set up there where like the crowd is comedian dominant. Be a good crowd, so you don't ever feel like shit in that place. Honestly,
Right, they kind of help you
like
out in
there's
between.
people that have gone on there and they're like, man, fuck this, I suck, I'm gonna get off, and
It's
like,
a
nah,
training room, right?
yeah, but even they're like, nah, man, like we're not letting you get off. Finish
Right.
your fucking joke, and then they let them get off.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel that.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's the training room where it's like a killer room. You got to go up and perform. People are gonna fuck. They paid, $50, $60 to get in, where the hell it is.
Yeah, so like for
Make me
example, where I'm
laugh.
good for Mondays is like an open mic. If you fucking suck, you fucking suck. Everybody's cool. Tuesday they have what's called a gong show.
Yeah, we're gonna go check that out one of these weeks coming up. Maybe next week or the week after.
What that means is like if they call you, you have 2 minutes guaranteed. But after 2 minutes,
Yeah.
anybody can gong you.
Okay.
Anybody in the crowd except the host can gong you.
Okay. So it's like a Kill Tony kind of, I guess, like curated, because I heard the gong thing from a long time ago. That's an old school thing for sure.
The gong.
They did that shit back in the day.
Probably, yeah.
Kill Tony does the 1 minute, right?
Yeah, they do 1 minute.
Yeah, that shit's funny as hell. That's a
Yeah,
good way.
that's
It's
a
hard though, because you only have 1 minute, so you better just come out with everything
A
you
minute
got.
is hard, bro. I
Yeah.
would say honestly, it's gonna sound stupid because some people can't even get a minute right.
Yeah.
But I think it's easier if they give you 3 minutes than 1 minute.
Hmm.
I feel like 1 minute you have to have the perfect writing and not lose any time, or a bunch of like punchline,
No
punchline.
fat at all.
3 minutes you can develop a little story.
Right, right.
Yeah, you don't have to trim off so much fat, and it's a little easier. But that's easier said than done too, man. If you're having a bad 30 seconds,
How
3 minutes feel like forever.
how much do you have tonight? Like when you're going on open mic?
They just give you like 2 to 3 minutes depending how
Oh,
you're doing. They're just like he'll show you his phone with his light. Like, hey, it's the light. It's time to you got about 30
Wrap
seconds.
it up.
Wrap it up. But it's cool, man. It's weird. None of them. They're all just weirdos, dude. Some dude talked shit about Chipotle for 3 minutes, and everybody was losing their fucking mind. Like it's just
If you're able to hit it, you're able to hit it. I think jokes are a lot of like I watched a lot of comedy growing up, and still, and it's just like a lot of cadence, and like somebody could say the same exact joke, but you don't say it the same exact way. You don't have the same facial expressions. You don't pause in the right exact
yeah.
areas. It just does not hit.
Could go to
You
shit
know,
real quick. Yeah.
and I try writing jokes, and I'm like, that'll be funny, and then I'll like step back and come back to like a week later. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Fuck was I thinking?
well, that's
Yeah.
not
That's
funny.
horrible. That was an Olive Garden joke. What's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? What a hack. Like,
Yeah.
God. So that's why I haven't gone up, bro. I'm terrified, but I do want to do it. I have about 15 minutes.
Where you want to get to, or I'm not there yet, but I start like I feel less bad about bombing, and then also I try to get in like you've done performances live.
Oh,
You ever, I don't know if it can relate or not, but you ever had that moment where you feel like you're just flowing? You don't really have to think about it too much. It's just
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, that's every time.
That's kind of
Like
where
on
you want to
stage,
get to,
that's
you
like a
know?
good show. I really just can like lock in for sure. But that's just because repetition. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it so long.
Yeah, if
So,
you have a script in your fucking head and you're on stage, you're gonna look stupid
well,
unless
you
you have.
have music to fall back on, right? Because
Yeah,
like there's like music that's back there, and if I mess up a word, I can you know
yeah,
what I'm saying, like hum along. But like you miss something, it's silence. Like
yeah.
there's no lights flashing, there's no beat going, the DJ can't scream for you. Like I have a lot of safeties. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, as far as like, so that's why I always say comedy is probably like the hardest thing you can do. That's just terrifying.
It is really hard, but also what you guys do, like he's done some live shows. That's all nerve wracking. It all just depends how you handle it, bro. I've seen a comedian. You seen Bill Burr?
Yeah, of course.
You might have seen that part where he has a special where like he cracks a joke and for some reason it doesn't get that much of a laugh and it gets really quiet. One guy goes, "Whoa!" He's like, "You don't need to fucking do that." He's like, "I'm okay with quiet. I know to move on now." Like
Yeah.
that joke didn't hit. It's
Nah, I
time to
know to
move on. Yeah,
wipe that one off. Let's take that one out the
yeah,
fucking set. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
yeah. Some people thrive in silence.
Not me.
Yeah, it gets a little nerve wracking. Even when we started first doing these podcasts, I'm sure you remember. You probably found
I
nerves
used
too.
I used to drink. Like I still like to drink, but I used to drink just for my nerves, like because I was
We're
like,
about halfway. We should go get a little drink and come back.
um,
Right now, we take our halftime show.
I'm cool. I'm cool if you want to do that. We could just run down here real quick.
You want some of my Hennessy?
Nah, it's cool. I don't know. We can get our own little fucking bottle that way. COVID.
All right.
I'm cool
As
either
much
way.
as I don't know you, you don't know me. You don't know what the
Bro,
fuck I've been doing.
fucking alcohol shit.
Trust me, you don't want to know what
I
the
was
fuck
gonna
I've
say,
been doing.
I
Yeah, yeah, well, I should say that. Yeah, go get your own shit now.
Yeah, I'll get my own bottle.
You got me thinking.
I'll get a glass.
Have you used this microphone before, sir? You know what I'm saying?
No, mine has to scratch. I know which one's mine.
You gotta mark it up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The worst thing you could get on here is probably HPV. I think we all got that.
That's deadly to women, not us. We're cool.
Yeah, but for some reason, a lot of people have it. A lot of dudes have it, nothing happens. Women can fucking.
Honestly, well, like
It's
that,
fucking
that's what I read about a
depressing.
lot. That's what I read about a lot of sexual transmitted diseases that a lot of men just won't even show fucking symptoms or
It's too late.
stuff like that. No, like just at all. Like they a lot like so they don't show symptoms for certain things, and they'll just fucking pass it on to women, and then they get symptoms.
Yeah.
But
Or one day you're performing on
pretty.
stage and you pass out and you wake up and you find out you're a daisy puller.
The fuck's a daisy puller?
You never seen Dallas Buyers Club? Where he's like, "You have AIDS, sir," and he's like real cowboy. So he tells the doctor, he's like, "You calling me a fucking daisy puller?"
I mean, is that like slang for gay
Because in
person?
the '80s, if you were gay, you got AIDS. That was the fucking the
You're gonna die.
stereotype.
Is basically
Yeah,
what they're saying.
Daisy
You're
yeah.
gonna
But he
be
gets
dead.
pissed. The doctor, he's like, "You calling me a fucking daisy puller, doc?"
I've never fully seen that movie. I've only seen clips of it.
Yeah, so he finds like this drug that works. It's like on a true story. He finds this drug in Mexico that helps you either live longer or control the symptoms. But he starts buying it by the case and comes back and starts selling it to all these daisy pullers in the 80s.
Shit.
It's a good movie, man. You should watch it. The guy who plays the Joker plays a tranny.
No, yeah, I know who's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never really.
Not Heath Ledger.
It's
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto plays a
Yeah.
tranny. He's a
Jared
good
Leto's a crazy actor.
he's a good actor.
Bro,
Yeah.
I just seen him like I think he had a wire and stuff on, but he just climbed like I think Empire State or something to like promote like the fuck's his band's name? 30 Second to Mars, like new tour.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just heard about this like yesterday.
Yeah, that man's got
But
life by the balls.
he's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah, he's for sure crazy.
I got nice long hair, but I'm jealous for his shit. It's perfect. Perfect, bro. It just looks so good. You know what I'm saying? He got any woman he wants. You know what I'm saying? He's got millions of dollars. Just he lives a life. He lives a fucking life. Jared Leto's got it on lock for sure.
Yeah.
Hella
He's
jealous
dope.
of that man. Yeah.
I wish I could pull off the long hair look, but I just look
You might, you know.
sexually curious when I grow my hair out.
How long you let it
Who
go?
says you're not?
I've let it go like down to here.
Damn.
He's had his hair long.
I have my hair's been this is like right now is like the shortest I've had it in a minute. I just
Yeah.
like recently cut most of it.
We cut all of it off, but it was
Yeah,
like down to his
I
shoulders.
got mine up in a bun right now, but it goes about right down to here.
Oh,
No, yeah,
okay.
Like,
I've
it's
seen
super
pictures.
long,
I've
yeah.
seen pictures of you with
Yeah,
your hair. Like,
hella long. Like yeah.
mine was like probably the longest was like about half your length.
Half your length, that's a
You
whole lot of,
understand the pain though, then shit.
that's a
That's
lot of
like, it
length.
gets tangled and shit. It's a lot, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a pain in the ass to maintain too, and you can't wash it every day. When I had long hair, I used to like to go to the steam room, but I couldn't go in as much when I had long hair because then your hair smells like shit.
I still went in every day and I just washed
just
my
wash
hair.
it,
I just
yeah.
washed my hair
I
every
always wash
fucking
it.
day.
You
Yeah.
wash it every day,
I use nice shit.
I
A little bit of
used
coconut oil. You know what I'm saying? Call it a day.
I used to. There was only
so you
certain
can wash it
days.
every day if you use
Yeah,
nice shit.
I
Quote
think
unquote.
so. Yeah.
That's probably why you look curious and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All greasy.
I was using my mom's herbal essences. Yeah.
It's all fucking fluffy and shit. Look like an '80s cut.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Nah,
bro.
you
I
can
can't trust
wash your
you either.
shit. You can
Shit.
wash your shit every day. I think like I mean I think I don't know. My girlfriend I know doesn't, but I feel like women with longer hair just choose not to sometimes.
Nah, I need my shit clean.
I mean I get it because now like even sometimes in the
I work out
winter.
every day. You can't not wash your hair if you work out every day.
Yeah,
Just
no
not.
doubt.
That's why, like, I always had braids,
Mm.
but I find myself just like rinsing my braids out, and then they just get destroyed.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna just either wear my hair out or put it in a bun and wear a hat. Call it a
What if
day.
you just like spray your braids with cologne or something?
No, they got dry shampoo, my man. They got dry shampoo.
That's not gonna fucking.
You know a lot about beauty products. I don't know shit about
Bro,
that.
yeah,
And I'm
you
a
know what I'm saying?
barber. I
Got
should
to.
know this stuff.
Oh my god,
Dry shampoo. That sounds like Coke.
bro, you need that shit.
That's what my uncle uses.
The Baptiste one, bro. That's what
You know what uncle I'm talking about.
it. You need
Oh,
that.
that was fun.
I don't know. You know, you look good, you feel good, you play good. It is what it is. So it's kind of.
I felt good, and I don't know. I couldn't accept the look with long hair. I felt weird. I didn't like it. I don't know why.
You gotta own it. If you don't own it, then
I wasn't owning it.
yeah, I guess
Nope.
it's not for you. Then you know.
You
what I'm
gotta fucking
You
know.
hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You got to make life choices, and you got to fucking own them. If you don't own them, you're not bucking up, Buckaroo.
Fuck the fuck
And
up.
with that, we'll be back after our halftime show, where Jack's gonna take off his shirt and talk to you sexy.
Better fucking do it.
All right, Jack, camera's on you.
Abs, and I'm telling you, I would do like 3 in the morning to
And
wake
jumping
myself up
jacks and
supposedly,
shit.
and then yeah, I'm all fucking anxious on the way to work and shit like that, and I'm like, fuck, bro, I feel like shit. Like, you know, like
Yeah, 3 dabs is crazy, man.
Bro, I
You
feel
smoke like 3 blunts in the face.
I'd wake up,
I'd wake
and
Crazy.
fucking just wake up, and first thing is do a dab, and then I'm like chilling, I get ready, brush my teeth, whatever the fuck.
Another
And then
dab.
just do another dab, and then I would make sure before I fucking walked out the door, I'm like, all right,
Another
I
dab.
need one more.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I used to do worm dabs and shit like that. I was like really into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's horrible. They used to do the same thing. Like you just divide
yeah,
a gram in 3.
I would just take like the wax they had. I would just roll it out, and it was like pliable enough. I can get
Oh
some,
yeah.
and I put it, get the nail hot as hell. I had like a quartz nail at the time. I would just heat that bitch up, just put it down, just glob it, and it would just fall over, and I would just hit it. And I did like weed reviews for a channel called Kush Your Enthusiasm. Literally, if I can't get into it, it's still there. Like I would go to dispensaries and I would like grab weed and I'd set up a camera and I would like fucking tell them I'm gonna do a review on them, and I'd shout them out. They give me some for free usually, and I would just review their fucking weed. It's like, okay, I got fucking Blue Dream today, and it tastes like this, and that. Some just nerd shit, but it was fun.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I was thinking we could do something like that too, but
So there's one
it's
that I'm
It's
trying
hard with
to.
the monetization and YouTube. It just gets bogged down too bad. It's just impossible.
yeah.
I've been thinking about doing one at this little taco stand that I like going to. No one knows a lot about. It'd be
Okay.
cool to record there and then,
Oh,
like
dope.
shout out their tacos and shit. Make a little cool video of them cooking and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Like a
That'd be
behind the
sick.
scenes of them cooking.
Interview random bicep that come by.
You thinking that's like a episode of this, or just like a whole different project?
No, just another episode of this. We've done different locations.
Okay, dope.
But,
Yeah, we've done it in different settings. It could just be special guest location tonight.
Yeah.
But right there, we definitely need a generator or something outside for power.
I just steal power from them. Sure, they got power.
You gotta talk to them beforehand. Just roll up and be like,
Wanna
"Hey,
buy
can we
some-
shoot here?" They're like, "Yeah, why the fuck not?"
Give them a fucking $100 bill of all the shit they got of power. It's not that much.
Put it like that.
We'll buy tacos from 'em. It'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Gas is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll charge you 150 if I was paying.
Right.
Yeah. When fucking Trump was president, we had good gas prices. True. I don't know shit about politics, but I like the
I feel like
Trump
I was
days.
blinded before. I used to like hate Trump.
I like.
I don't like. Okay, like I like him as him. Him as a president. There's some things about him that's psychotic, but it's way better. It's like the fucked up thing is in the country is you got to fucking choose between evils, which is kind of a fucked up situation. It's either you're fucked or you're fucked.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fuck you a little bit less? Which
He's
one of
the-
y'all got the smaller dick? You know what I'm saying? Is really what you're asking. You're kind of like,
Well-
all right, Trump probably got the little hands. He probably got a small dick. Let's go this way. Like just because at the end of the day, it's just like obviously this fool and president right now he can't speak. Did you see him? They're doing some inauguration thing, and he like got confused.
They got to guide him to the stage.
It was
Yeah,
crazy. Like they just
yeah.
happened. Like he got confused. He was like looking around, bro. He was just like, I was like,
That's fucking Sleepy Joe.
that's
for you.
fucked up. Like he's an old man that's elderly. You know what I'm saying? Has dementia, and they're like just pushing him out there. That's fucked up. It's
I
crazy.
don't think he knows half of what the fuck he's doing. I think it's just like they give him yogurt
Not-
after
not
every
at
press
all.
conference.
Yogurt. He did
Yeah.
say something about yogurt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
is it? You got my yogurt after
Yeah.
he's done. I'm gonna watch Coco Mel and eat my yogurt.
But I just think, unfortunately, for a lot of other politicians, Trump is just such a likable person. He's like one of us. You know what I'm saying? He's literally one of us. The way he speaks, the way he says things. It's like an uncle at like a dinner party that's like kind of outlandish, but like you fuck with that uncle heavy. Even though he might say some like
Yeah.
racist shit, you're like, he don't mean it like that.
No, yo,
He don't mean it like that, but like you still got love for him, regardless of how he sees the world, just because he's like a real dude. Whereas like the politicians like, I think it's this, and that, and it's like, and he's like, shut up, It's like, and everybody's like, because we need that, we're
yeah,
missing that.
yeah, it's because he has money, so he can't be bought, and that's one big thing about him. So he can't be bought that easily, and
Well, he's a billionaire, so he doesn't need to be bought.
and he's kind of I liked him, bro. He's kind of a boss. He might like the news made him look like this horrible guy against
Oh, yeah,
Mexicans.
don't get started on the news. They should be fucking banned.
They made him look like this horrible guy. He didn't even fucking mean it like that.
I seen him shouting out love to the chimichangas. He had there was this post he made. Granted, it was I think it was an Indian taco. It wasn't a chimichanga at all. But my boy fucks south of the border.
Oh, dude, he's cool. I mean, I think he'd be cool to hang out with. I don't know. He might be an asshole in person,
Fucking
but
lit. Are you kidding me? I would fuck with Trump so
I
happy.
like your podcast. It's doing good.
Oh man, I wish we could get him.
It's called the I Guess So.
I guess so. I guess so.
He's lit for sure.
Imagine if he freestyle, bro. We do our little freestyles. Dude, that would
He might not like that. I don't think he'd like
It'd
that.
be
Right,
taken off.
yeah.
We get banned. We get banned right away.
He just get up and walk out. Like, Mr.
Like,
Trump has left.
I don't like this music.
You said this is gonna
I
be
don't like these
professional.
beats.
He's cool, but he watches UFC. He's a cool cat. I don't know what his.
Oh, I love USC. That's my
I don't know
shit.
deep down inside
Yeah,
his
I
heart what he
fucking
really
You
wants.
watched
But
it one the other night?
Yeah,
Yuri,
yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah.
Fucking Tom Aspinall, bro.
That was
Tom
fucking good.
Aspinall surprised me,
Dog,
bro.
that was crazy. 2 weeks. Oh my god. I was in a session. And I had it on the TV, and I just like seen it. I was just like, I had to put my hands up in the air because like it was just crazy. People don't understand what he did. That Sergey dude is
Oh
terrifying,
yeah,
bruh. Like big ass Russian dude, just doesn't get beat, can ground and pound the shit out of you,
Like an Emelianenko type motherfucker.
bro.
Um,
Times 10, like
yeah.
double his size, double his skill. Great striker, you know what I'm saying? Great fucking defense. But just he just comes out there and just blasts that man. The way he hit his head too, he kind of had him down, and then he kind of hit him once, and then that second one he hit him on the top of the head, but you see his head just
Yeah, he was
pez.
out on his way
It
there.
pezzes, bro. It's like that power is crazy. For you to just be right here and just throw a punch and your head, somebody's head goes like that. That dude just knocked him
that
out,
just
bro.
reminds me of like the 1 inch punch and shit. You got like
Yeah,
that much power, right there. Like,
the old school martial arts shit.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It just reminded me of the fucking. I'm not even a Broncos fan, but I just like watching all the games. But I forgot the fucking game is on right now.
What game is on?
It's Monday Night Football.
I gave up on
Monday
him.
Night Football.
We
Who's
I
got
playing?
gave up on him.
Broncos and the Bills.
What's the score?
Um, let's see. I just tuned in here. Watching a replay right now. Yeah, I was mostly interested in this game because they're fucking reuniting with or they're seeing Von Miller again, playing the Bills. I want to see
Oh,
what
facts. Yeah.
I wanted to see what he could do.
Shout out Vaughn. I fuck with the
Have you guys
Bills.
seen
It's 15-8 right now. Broncos up, 9:51 left in the third quarter. So
Oh
it's not
shit,
looking too bad
15.
for Denver right
That's
now.
not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I never thought Russ was a problem. I think he's corny as hell, but he's a great football player for sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think he's a good I've always thought he was a good
So damn
player.
corny, it hurts, bro.
He's like
He's like that kid, like
cornbread.
the kid that like everybody didn't do their homework, but that one kid did. And when they're like, "Who did their homework?" and like, "Go raise your hand." This was like, "I
That's
did,
so
but
well
nobody
said.
else did." Like he's that fucking kid. I
Or
hate
he
him
asked, "Are
for
we
that,
gonna
bro.
turn in the homework?" We had one of those fucking
And then
SOPs.
Sierra was gonna go complete opposite from Future. You know what I'm saying? Complete opposite from Future. You can go from fucking Future to a square ass
That's what
dude.
I don't get. I mean,
Crazy.
she loves it. She loves the squareness. I don't know.
I think it's because you can manipulate it. I think that's what it comes down to, right? You know?
You
Everybody's
think
money.
she's got him by the balls, basically?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Of course, of course. He does everything that she wants, shows up. Have you seen the video when Future was playing when they were in LA and they were at like some concert? He came on stage and they just dipped out. You know what I'm saying? You see them just dip out really quick. I act like I know them. I'm speaking like I know them, but I'm just saying like the people I've seen, like I really don't know them, but I'm just saying like the distance is just like he's square as hell and Future's Future. We know what Future's known for,
Yeah.
He just fucking fucks bitches and moves on, So it's just a little bit different for him. And then she moves on to that dude. It's just crazy, like polar opposites. She just went completely
I'm not
opposite.
gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know a whole lot about the modern music. A whole lot. He knows a lot more than I do, but I stopped listening to like modern rap a long time ago.
Yeah.
I like listening to like underground artists now more than I like listening to like this feature's more mainstream, right?
Yeah.
He's dope. Yeah, I mean, I've heard his songs,
I'm
but
still for
yeah.
sure tapped into like hip hop and stuff like that. But I mean, I listen to everything. The last fucking concert I went to see was Cigarettes After Sex, I think,
Oh
in
shit.
August.
Shout out them. I got a yep. She's looking at me. I got a video I did fucking for that.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember.
I have like a little post of it that I did, but I haven't like recorded the video. Like I fucking like have everything. I gotta just do the video and sing it live because it's
I remember
fire.
you had made a post like when you first kind of found out about him and shit.
Bro, yeah. It was my homeboy Chino. Shout out Shy City Chino, my dog. He sent me, he like literally called me. He was at work and he was like, "Yo, I heard this song." He was like, "I ain't never heard of this band." He's like, "I don't know if it's a band or a group, whatever." He's like, and he sent me the link and I had never heard them before either. And I was like, "Bro, this song is crazy."
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
so I redid it and I was just like, yo, like I kind of tailored it and made it for my girl and shit like that and just kind of just came together. But I never heard them before. They got some fire music, man. They're
Nice. Yeah.
fire, like
No,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah. I love him, no doubt.
You get surprised a lot by like more I don't even know what you call them underground indie groups,
Oh, I
indie
love
That's
indie.
artists. Yeah.
exactly pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah,
what they
yeah.
are. Like
Yeah. I'm
indie
finding a lot of
band.
cool indie shit.
Yeah, 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 for
That's like
sure.
what I listen to a lot more than anything. I mean, I listen to literally everything, but
Shout out the Licks. That's my favorite. I wish y'all would be a band again. COVID fucking killed them.
damn.
I have a
They saved my
client.
life.
Yeah, I have a client who recently sent me his music. He's like, just check it out, and it's pretty cool. Some people make some cool shit.
Hey,
Like,
bro, there's a
Yeah,
lot of dope artists. You know what I'm saying? You can really do some shit. Problem is, a lot of artists just don't have that push for the business side.
that's
They
kind of
really just don't understand like how much you got to like always record. Like even like me, I got like camera over here, recording stuff randomly.
yeah, you got to
Just
push your image. You
yeah,
you
exactly.
yeah,
gotta.
for sure.
You just gotta
The
work.
last artist we interviewed talked a lot about that too. Is you gotta like you might feel like you're maybe putting out the same thing over and over and over and maybe annoying people. You got to do it. You got to just fucking keep her like, because
It's all
I
about consistency and
because I feel weird
content.
posting the
Yeah.
same video a lot. I'm like, ah, fuck. Well, these people are getting annoyed that I'm sending them the same fucking clip
Mhm.
4 times a week.
Yeah.
And then, but it's just that's the way it works.
Just gotta
Eventually, they look at it
hit 'em
enough. They're
over the
like, all
head.
right, fuck it. I'm gonna click on the link.
Just gotta hit him over the head with that shit over and
Yeah.
over again. It's just basically think about how they do in the radio, and you'll like hear a radio song that plays, and then 2 hours later it plays, and then 30 minutes after that plays, and it's just like random, but it's playing all day.
Mm,
And like even though you don't like that song, you'll find yourself in the supermarket fucking
It plants a seed in
you know
your
what I'm saying? Like you're
fucking
mad that you
brain.
like the song, but like they did it to you. So like with songs I've done recently, like my old songs would do all right. Like but
I was singing your fucking strawberry chapstick maybe like 2, 3 weeks ago. I
hey,
think
shout out that. Yeah, I
we were
appreciate you.
recording this because that was when you first told me you're gonna be on here, and then
Yeah.
we said something that night, and that shit was just in my head.
I appreciate that, man.
It's a
That's the
good
one I
track.
really pushed and just like I don't know, I made content for it. I really pushed it out. I did the right kind of ads for it, and it just gained traction. You know, I think it's at 30,000 now. So I'm just trying to keep my goal is 100,000 within 6 months, which I probably will get there for sure. But it's just more so of just like seeing like, okay, this is the formula. Push it, push it, push it. I like pushed that shit for like 3 weeks straight, just
yeah.
every day, just fucking just posting up clips. You know what I'm saying? And then like after it kind of dies down, I'll do another song. And probably about a week or two after, like say New Year's when it's kind of dead, I'll push that. I'll bring it back and I'll start doing the old stuff again and again and again. And because old stuff is new stuff to somebody,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
no
just because
doubt.
it's old to you, you're like, oh, I hate this, you know, like, but content, you got to put that shit out. So, you know, it's just coming down from me. I do like a song every 2 weeks on
Mm.
Spotify, which people are like, how you do that? Just do it.
Yeah, I seen like your most recent uploads was like August, September, like pretty much,
Yeah, yeah.
every 2 weeks, like you
Every
said.
2 weeks, it's just like, you know, I was trying for a little bit there, I was doing every 5 days because I did 28 songs in 27 days. I did like a little challenge for myself.
Nice.
So I had to wake up. I was living at the studio at the time. I had to wake up, record a song, find a beat, first of all, that I liked,
Mm,
record the song, edit it, all that, mix it, master it, do the cover art.
damn.
And then that was like my goal. And then show that I did all that on my stories or
Mhm,
Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And like I did that for fucking 28 days or 27 days to 28 songs.
damn.
You know, and like that just I racked up so much music. I had so much music to like fall back on and just keep releasing. It just was like I was like, yo, that's a big difference. Is like I didn't release music. I think shit, I was talking to my girl about I think it was like fucking 4 years. I released like one song every like year,
Mhm.
basically. It's like 4 songs in 4 years. Terrible. You know what I'm saying?
At
Maybe
that
one
time,
project.
I was gonna ask you, and kinda that you brought that up.
Yeah.
At that time, do you think maybe back in the day you had more of a mentality that everything you released had to be a hit?
No,
Or
I
you
just
wanted it to at least?
no, I was just lazy.
It was just
I
laziness?
thought I was really good, which like I've been blessed to be able to sing, but like it's not just talent.
No, yeah. Well, I was gonna
I
ask
was
you, would you
really
agree
good
that
as
it's a good
shit.
kind of mentality to have nowadays? Kinda like what you were saying, to just put a bunch of shit out, and,
Well, that's what most of these artists do. Like,
maybe I'm not wording it right, but, like, don't expect everything to be a hit. Just keep putting fucking content, content,
You
content,
throw a lot of shit at the
yeah,
wall, something's gonna fucking stick.
yeah.
That's all it is.
You'd be surprised. That's how a lot of songs blow up. They're just random songs that someone's like a producer, someone's like, "I like this," and they just fucking they take it and fucking
Hey, bro, I've been a professional musician for 3.5 years now. Not 4. Damn, going on 4 years now. And the difference between me and anybody that doesn't do professional is I just never stopped. There was times I had like lived in my car for like 2 weeks.
yeah,
But I remember sitting there like, "Yo, Imma fucking do this." Like, I was just mad, like, I got angry, and it just
yeah,
like I really and I it's part psychosis, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a little bit crazy, but at the same exact time, I really had nothing else to fall back on, you know what I'm saying? I put all my chips in this,
yeah,
so I really gotta hit it, but people really don't realize that, you know? They gotta fucking and everybody wants to be part of the fucking party. They all wanna fucking perform, they all wanna do that to look cool, but at the end of the day, the hard shit, they don't wanna do it.
yeah,
They just don't wanna do it at the end of the day, like, and that's the hard part, and you tell people that, and they're like, "Well, how do you get this, this, and that?" And I'm like, "Well, what'd you do last week?" "I went to the club, I did this, I fucking fucked around, went to this chick's house, da da da." "Okay, cool. Well, I recorded 4 songs, I had a whole bunch of sessions, did 1 music video, and I'm working on how to figure out how to do SEO because I really need to get good at ads." It's just the mentalities, they're
yeah,
way
yeah.
different. Like, it's just like, that's all it is. I
Well,
don't
you
know
got
anybody that ever tried anything and, like, really tried it and then that failed at it. I don't know anybody that ever did that. I really don't.
yeah.
you know? Like, it just
No,
I
yeah,
don't know.
like it's
Yeah.
like did you start developing more of a bit like you even said earlier, like a business mentality towards it?
I really just okay, I remember the moment. I had an ex, I was eating at Jack and Grill, and she was really mean to me. So mean to me, but she was honest at the same time, because I was an artist then. I was selling little features here, $100, $50, whatever, chump change, bullshit money. And she looked at me and she was like, "I don't see you as an artist. You don't look like an artist. You don't act like an artist. You don't carry yourself as an artist. You really don't work as hard as an artist should."
Mm,
And I'm sitting there. I don't know if y'all remember Jack and Grill. They had like those big ass burritos and shit back in the day.
yeah,
7-pound burrito. But I'm sitting there eating like a breakfast burrito, right? I'm chilling. I'm like, I start crying over my burrito, bro. So sad, but so honest. I
it is.
needed to hear that because I remember looking at myself, and I worked at a dispensary at the time, and I'd be driving, and we broke up like not like actually broke up, but like the relationship was pretty much over at that time. We were just roommates, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
But she was honest, like brutally, because she was like, "I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. I'm gonna be honest with you."
yeah.
And that was the best thing she ever could have done for me because, like, it made me see that, and I remember looking back, I'm like, "Damn, okay," and it made me realize, like, "Yo, I'm sitting here right now, okay, I'm not writing anything, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not thinking about fucking merchandise, I'm not doing any of that,"
Yeah.
you know? And it just slowly kinda built up just a desire to, like, wanna be more, so I look up things, whether it be Gary Vee or some just random bullshit that's on the internet to motivate you, I look
Yeah.
up, like, "Okay, I need to do this and that," not even knowing where the hell I'm going, but I'm driving, what I'm saying? At least I'm rolling the
Yeah, yeah.
wheels, and that's really what mattered, and eventually you're gonna find somewhere, you're gonna fall somewhere, and it's just gonna kind of come together. And for me, luckily, it is right now. I'm in a weird place in my life that, like, they've been changing for a while, but it's, like, at the point where I'm kinda like, "Yo, either I'm doing this because it's gonna work,
Mhm,
or I'm gonna fall back and do something else."
yeah,
You know? What is it gonna be?
mhm.
And I'm definitely leaning into I'm doing this, because obviously the proof's in the pudding of how much work I'm putting out, what I'm doing, and it's just at
And
the
you
end of the
like
day,
doing it.
I love this shit.
There you go, that's nothing better than that
Bro,
next man.
you don't gotta pay me nothing. I could if I had to record off my phone, edit a song on some little garage band app, and that's all I ever had, and I was homeless, you'd still see my SoundCloud popping. You'd still see my shit popping because I don't care. It's
Yeah,
not about that. I've always created because, like, I have to. It's kinda like I don't know, there's something you gotta do in your life, there's something you do in your life, something he does in his life that you have to do. Whether it's this podcast or whether it's barbering, you know what I'm saying? Doing, like, people's hair and, like, seeing them I'm sure when you see somebody come in all sad, because 'cause I've been that person, you know, just, like, frumpy ass hair, and you see to get them cut up and there's face changes.
yeah, yeah,
Bro, that joy you get out of that, I get that out of music, and if it's anything like you get, my shit's crazy, like, I, like, love it. I'll be sitting there just getting teary-eyed writing a song just because 'cause I'm just it's part of me, right? And I'm hoping that whoever's listening to this feels the same exact way as I felt when I wrote it. That's my end goal, and that's, like it's just beautiful. Music is fucking you make music, it's beautiful. The way you can touch somebody and, like, hop off stage and somebody comes up to you, and I had the biggest thing that ever happened to me that made me realize that was I got off stage. I have a song on an album called "Play This When I'm Dead," which is a really sad album. I was really suicidal at the time, but I wasn't at that concert. I was kind of happy, but it's a song about suicide, and I had to bleep that out. My bad, but it's just a
sometimes
song
when
about
you're
that.
going through shit like that, you make the best music,
Yeah, yeah,
the
really,
best content.
you do though. And
It's like
so I hopped
raw
off
shit.
stage. A dude came up to me and he was like, just hug me. And it was weird because I don't like people touching me.
Yeah,
But he, like, whispers in my ear, so I was, like, hearing him. I just kinda felt his energy. He was like, "Thank you." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Thank you." He was like, "I was gonna do something tonight, but thank you." And I was like, "Bro, I'll never forget it." It was off Park Avenue. It's like some gin mill bar or something like that I was performing at, and I remember just looking at him. It was like this black dude, like an afro, you know what I'm saying, light-skinned, little smaller guy, and I just, like, knew at that moment, bro, like, at that moment, I was having a hard time too. I did not wanna do that show. I was like, "I
damn.
hate this show. I'm not getting paid for this show. I hate this." But at that moment, I knew, I was like, "Yo, I didn't know you could touch somebody with music like that."
Yeah,
Like, really, like, it might have been the reason he's still alive. Whether he lied to me or not, I don't know what his intentions really were, but the fact that he was able to say that to me and come up to me and hold me, a stranger he just met on stage, basically,
yeah.
bro, like, music is everything. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it can definitely change your fucking mood right
Music
away,
is
just
everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
They
it really
say,
is.
there's vibrations in music that hit your body, your actual organism in certain
Hell
ways
yeah.
that make you feel different type of ways. And that has to be true. Like they've done like tests where they could fucking like somehow pick up on the waves that different music gives off, and based on the waves, it makes you feel different. They did like a little test like that. It's pretty
Right.
insane. But yeah, it's crazy now because it's so. I mean, what the fuck you think is the origin of music? Probably just people playing acoustic fucking instruments in the goddamn jungle, right?
I think maybe it was just the way people
I think it's
probably
people like
came together, really. I mean, before language, we probably had harmonies or just
that's what I
song.
was thinking. Before any instruments, people were probably just using harmonies or their voice
Mhm.
or something
Yeah.
and tapping on shit.
Yeah,
You
next
should
thing you
see like
know,
in ceremonies
just
and shit,
tapping
like
randomly,
yeah,
you find a beat, you're
Right?
like, "It's kinda hard,"
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
right.
It's caveman beats, just like, "Oh,
Exact.
shit,"
Yeah.
It's
you
definitely
know?
its own thing to get your head bopping and feeling music. Like it's, I was gonna say it's different now because we have all these instruments and these fucking electronics, and we can do cool shit to our voice and cool
Right.
videos and all that. But like,
Yeah.
if you trace it down to its root, it had a significant meaning. Music.
But I like.
It is the
I
same
mean,
thing, it's just
Yeah.
in a different medium now.
Yeah,
I
yeah. It's
I
like
don't
it's
know. I don't know though. I love all kinds of music, and even like I mean, I listen to everything. But I don't know. I really like shit from the '70s, whether it be like classic rock or like funk and shit like
Oh, yeah.
that. And I think because even still, like nothing hits like that shit. Like
Mhm.
um, I don't know. I mean, I got love and respect for all kinds of music and like literally everything. But
so yeah. There's a lot of shit I like too. Weird shit too that I didn't think I'd ever like. Like you like classical music? I fucking love classical music.
I
oh yeah,
mean,
yeah.
if
I
I
listen to
would
it
be a liar
sometimes.
if I'm just saying I'm just sitting there listening to Beethoven, you know what I'm
I don't listen to it all day, but there's moments where I love fucking
There's
classical
I
music.
a
grew up it, but
couple.
I appreciate it. I
You
do
ever had
appreciate it.
a hard leg day on classical music? A bunch of fucking pre-workout?
I've never
No, I
worked
do
out. I've never worked
kickboxing,
out
so
to
it'd
it.
be weird to do kickboxing to classical music.
Try it. You'll find peace. One time I got really
I
high on
don't
some
know if that's gonna work.
one time I got really high on
Fancy ass
edibles.
head kicks, just
You're
One
like
time I
boxing
got
in
really
Times New
fucked up.
Roman.
Remember when I used to work at that gym? So I used to like spar in the mornings. And one time I took a bunch of fucking edibles before I sparred.
Was it the one we had went to, or
I don't remember if I took you there, but I worked there for a little bit, and I took all those edibles and I played some classical music in my earbuds, like underneath my headgear, and I was feeling some type of way with the fucking classical music and sparring. It felt like a movie, but I got my ass kicked, so maybe it wasn't a good idea at the end of the day.
so it didn't work.
so you thought you were motivated, but it didn't really do shit for you?
You were
I
too
didn't know.
focused on the fucking violins and shit, you know
I
what I'm
didn't know I was
saying?
going up against baby Manny Pacquiao that day, though.
I'm on some offset or something like that. Something real ignorant when I'm hitting a bag or fucking doing
I
sparring.
literally put on Spotify. I just go to boxing 2023, and it's a lot of just fucking like you said.
Hey,
It's a lot of just offset and
yeah.
modern music
Something
and
that's got a real good
shit from
beat
the
to it.
Creed soundtrack. But I'm like, this I could fuck with this.
The
Like,
Creed soundtrack. Oh man. Yeah, no, I definitely love just like real hard music when it's working out. I couldn't do classical, bro. That would just wouldn't work for me. I feel like I would just kind of either get sad or like get some weird
Oh,
emotion,
I've gotten sad,
start crying and
but you
lifting.
get through it, and you ever had a little tear come out on a hard leg press?
Oh yeah, bro. I fucking I'd sit there hitting the bag, just crying, just fucking yeah, definitely. It's wonderful though. You need that.
Yeah,
If
one
that's
time.
happening, you definitely need that to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold that back. Shit.
Yeah, one time I remember I took this girl and she started crying at the gym for some personal shit outside of the gym. And I was like, we gotta go because these people think I'm like treating you bad or something.
What's that weird
Yeah, yeah, bro.
start
You,
to a sentence?
you're ruining the vibes, dog. Go in the car.
Crying and shit. The fuck out of here. We're at fucking Vaza
Yeah,
right now. You're crying.
yeah, you should have thought about that before you got out the
Yeah,
car.
if I had like my personal gym, if I had like that, yeah, I'd probably be crying all the time. You know what I'm saying? Working out naked and shit, just crying, just be a
right? Just
mess, just
wake up at two,
ripped as
3
fuck,
a.m. Just fuck.
just ripped, just crying, just fucking. But when you have a public gym in your apartment or a Voss or something like that, you can't be sitting there crying. They'll kick you out real quick. Like,
Oh,
so you
bro,
gotta go. You
you,
gotta go.
you
You
throw
gotta
me
go.
two antihistamines and some dumbbells. I'll work out for hours.
What is that?
I have no idea what
Allergy medicine.
Oh, fancy word.
It fucks you up, but you breathe clearer.
Mm.
It
it
opens up your nostrils.
it
I
fucks it fucks you up.
I always have one clogged nostril. Am I the only one?
No.
It's very rare when I have two clear, like fucking
I
hella
have
clear
that. I have one
nostrils.
that's a little bit more. It's this one, but that's because of drug use back in the day,
I
like
was gonna
coke and
say,
shit back in the
I
day.
was
Yeah.
gonna say, I used to
What'd
wake
you
up.
used to do if it's completely
I
clogged?
just have fucked
You
up
know?
allergies. I never did coke like that. I kind of wish I had an
Oh
excuse.
shit. Yeah, that's not a good excuse.
I'm always tearing up. It's fucking. I don't like it. I hate allergies. They suck. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's something I'm eating.
I've noticed this year. I don't know. The older I get, it's like every year, like I get sick a little more and more.
Yeah.
Um, I
That
think
happens.
I'm just fucking getting I'm just getting older. Like
That's
honestly,
how
Just
old
gotta
people
work
die
out
from a
and eat
cold.
clean, man. You know,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. Every day you gotta work out. That's one thing I realized.
Hardest part I had to have is eating clean. And
Oh
it's not
yeah,
necessarily eating
I
the
felt that every day.
yeah. Yeah, the eating clean after 10 meals in a row, it just makes you want to throw up. Even if it tastes good the first 3 times, it just gets annoying.
The thing is, like, sometimes it tastes good, but the way it felt,
Oh, you feel great when you eat cleanly.
mental
Oh yeah,
clarity,
no doubt.
energy, mood, all that is way
I
better.
can feel it, like you said, mentally, and then even just, I mean, just body wise. I'm shitting better when I eat, nothing but salads and shit like that. Like fucking, I mean, yeah, you can feel that shit.
You
Like,
eat Taco Bell 7 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna be shitting a lot. You're gonna look like shit. It's gonna be a whole mess. You know, it's just gonna be yeah.
I bet do you do a lot of traveling for your music? Like,
Recently, no. I've been getting more into it, so definitely
yeah,
plan on doing
it's
a
gonna
lot
be
more.
hard to eat good while you're on the road.
Yeah, I've done traveling for music videos, things like that, shows, and the problem is you're in a new city,
Yeah.
so you want to try new foods. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. Like
yeah,
I go to New Orleans, we'll go record down there, and shoot music videos. And it's just hard because it's New Orleans, like bro, like they got such good food. Like how am
I've
I gonna
always
sit
wanted to
there and
go
pass up
there.
on a po' boy?
Don't they eat like crocodile and shit over there
Bro,
though?
they eat everything. It's delicious. And like, come on now. Yo, if you've never had a po' boy, like a real
Like a
shrimp,
shrimp po' boy, yeah,
bro,
I've heard of
I'm so
those.
What the fuck
hungry.
is that?
It's like a
It's
sandwich.
it's like a sandwich, basically like a hoagie, but cut open. They got shrimp, lettuce, tomatoes, and like some like po' boy sauce they put on there. It's fire.
It's a hot
Last
sandwich?
time, no, it's hot, shrimp, cold, everything else.
Oh, okay.
Really, really good though. Super fire. Last time I got one here, bro, I was down at Larimer Square Market. I think it's like over like downtown area. They handed me a po' boy on a fucking bagel. On a bagel. I looked at him, I said, "A bagel?" And he was just looked at me and just, like, walked away. I was just like I tried to bite it, and it just, like, wasn't good. I threw a $13 fucking po' boy bagel. Just ass. I was so upset.
Damn.
They don't make good food like that here. Like, they have alright food in
We
Colorado.
have a lot.
I feel like
Mexican food is good
I
here.
feel like downtown, well, like you said, they just try to fucking gentrify everything, including the food, and they're like, "Here, put it on this fucking
They white it up.
whole wheat fucking
Yeah.
multigrain bagel," and you're like, "What
No,
the
they
fuck
white
is
it up
this
for
shit?"
sure.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised out of all the little holes in the wall in Denver though. There's some good fucking
Yeah, there is
spots.
some stuff,
I follow
but
this
not compared to other
motherfucker. I follow
states.
this motherfucker on Instagram,
Denver
and
Eats or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Denver foodie or whatever. He'd be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Denver, check this out."
He's like
What's up,
Mexican, but he
Denver?
talks with an accent.
Yeah,
Check out this quesadilla.
That's perfect, man, just like
we need to
that.
get that fool on a fucking episode.
I gotta
Yeah.
see what he does. That's crazy how he just did. I actually had
Nah,
the idea. That man
yeah.
took my idea. I had that shit a minute ago, but he just jumped on it. Honestly, that's a great idea.
We always talked about shit like that too.
It's a
Like
great
I
idea.
remember when Action Bronson was doing shit like that back in the
That's
day.
where I
Like
stem
that, like
from.
fuck,
Yeah.
that's delicious. Yeah,
hmm
like I always was thinking like we could do that shit here in Denver, and that's exactly what he did on
Yeah.
TikTok.
He
Like
does a little bit more behind the scenes, though. I feel like I do want to do more of like an interview style.
yeah, like
Pull
showing
up on
yourself
you.
eating in there.
You're
Yeah,
the owner. Okay, who opened this restaurant? Show me this, and then like crack some like real jokes. Just be human. I don't like nothing like too formal. You know what I'm saying? Like some real like who are you type thing.
Yeah.
What makes
I
you
like what the
tick.
fuck we're doing here. I mean, we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
write shit down, but
yeah, and we got a tie game now, Denver.
Organic is always the best way to go, bro. Anybody that be trying to do things that
it's its own thing when you have a scripted show. It's its own thing. It's like more of a show. If he's like, oh, today we're going to cover that. It's more,
yes,
yeah.
but now the reason that
I feel like we tried.
podcasts do so well is because they literally have no structure. People like that. It's like a
Yeah,
conversation at like a dinner table or like a lunch table, something like that, or in the locker room.
we kind of when we first started, we would kind of try. We're like, let's try to think of topics we could talk about it, and then I don't know,
Right.
we kind of just ditched that, like right in the beginning, because we were like, well, we always end up. We kind of tried, but we never ended up talking about that shit anyways.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I think you guys have sparked me. I'm probably gonna do that now. So
No, yeah. I mean,
it's
podcasting
happening.
is dope. I mean,
Write it down, baby. It's happening. It's
and
happening.
I haven't really advertised it yet, bro, but I want to start somehow, renting out this spot for other people to do like a podcast and stuff like that. Like if like other local artists are like, hey,
I guess we got the equipment. We
yeah,
could help them out behind the scenes.
Might as
Some
well.
shit.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like a fucking super audio proof studio, but it's cool for podcasting. It's enough.
I mean, yeah.
Well, like you had talked about, if other people want to get, those little like portable backdrops or other shit, like they could easily cover up all of this shit.
Or even
Let me ask you: do these all run into separate audio channels?
so all these run into this. This is fucking dope, bro. And I'm glad I learned about this at a young age.
So, but when he's like looking at it, like, and do you have the audio files to edit and manipulate and put like plugins on them?
No, so he's kind of like live editing as we're recording.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So I
so
was say if you could put plugins on them, I got one for you at the sauce. I ain't gonna put them on this though, because you gonna get the sauce. They can get the sauce. You can't get the sauce yet.
what do you mean? I'm
A
lost.
plugin, bro. You know what plugins are? Y'all know what plugins are?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
It's got a it's
like
a
Avins and shit like that
yeah, it's
for
like a plugin that
yeah,
you put
yeah.
on the actual vocal itself, like the
Uh,
audio and any background noise. Good. You sound like you're in the studio right away. I can record anybody anywhere. It doesn't matter where they're at.
It'll make
oh
it
shit.
just
Yeah, except maybe
sound
like
crisp.
downtown New York, but
What
like
is it called? Because this thing has stuff that's called like auto pass filter and shit and stuff that we've tried turning on and off,
yeah.
just fucking with it. And this is an old piece of equipment. They have a Model 2 of this. Maybe the Model 2
This is
is
the biased one. This motherfucker's
that's not
biased.
biased. I don't know what the fuck that even means,
Shit's
but
biased.
biased preamps. Fucking buy it. But yeah, this thing's old, man. I originally started this with no cameras. My first episodes, if you look back, they're all just audio.
Ah,
And I basically went to the store and I was like, what do I was looking for a podcasting kit by audio. And they put me on this, and this came with this and 2 mics. And they still have that package. If that's like for someone who's starting out, everything's expensive now. $1,000 for a podcasting kit, 2 mics, 2
that's
cords,
cheap.
2 headsets,
That's really
this
cheap, actually.
processor. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
And the Model 2 is way better, bro. You can edit your voice a lot better, like you're saying. It has
Yeah.
like audio graphs where you
Yeah.
can like adjust little points,
Mhm.
and it's way better. But
Yeah, I could do a ghetto rig podcast and just record in my like Logic Studio and then fucking edit the vocals and then match them to the video, but it'd just be so time consuming. It'd be crazy, you know?
well, I kind of so when he starts like a file there, I don't know, fucking nerds are gonna get fucking hard-ons by this, right? So when you start the file, yeah.
All right, point
So when
Dexter.
he starts the file there, I learned over time that the audio that's being fed through here is being picked up by the PC, but it sounds like shit on that end.
Okay.
So this is its own audio file that I'm recording individually on here,
Okay.
and then eventually on like Sony Vegas, which is what I used to edit, I will delete. I'll
Sheesh,
delete
that's
the.
an old school one right
Yeah,
there.
it's this old.
Yeah.
I got. I still have it from fucking way back in the
Bro, I
day.
used to edit all my music videos on that, but continue.
Is that really that old?
Yeah, bro. What version you got?
It's like the newest one.
I mean, like that's like an old school one to use. Like that was like before like Final Cut and all that was around. I had like Sony Vegas 9.
No, this is like 20.
Yeah, I'm sure they're way past now,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like the industry standard like back then like wasn't what it is now. You know what I'm saying? It's Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, all that stuff, right? That's all like the stuff that you use. Vegas Pro is like basically like Cool Edit Pro, which is like an app. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it's cool, it's dope, right? But like there's like it's limited.
I don't do a whole lot of editing on it.
No, for sure. Like for podcasts, perfect. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
For
For
music
podcasts.
videos, probably not the best.
No, I did make some dope shit, but you got like really jerry rigged the damn program. It's crazy. You gotta do it. But yeah, it's just a lot of extra work. But for podcasts, yeah, it's perfect. I mean, you can just do a podcast, get any video editing software, match up the vocals.
Yeah.
Boom, you got that. You're good to go. Just cut however you want to cut it and then do it yourself, you know?
You don't even have to edit. Theoretically, you don't have to connect none of these if you don't want to. You can record on the camera individually, like you're saying, just link it up at the
Mhm.
end. But
Just use a small little microphone like a Rode or something
yeah,
like
you
that.
get correctly. I have those Rode wireless
those
ones,
little
but we haven't even
wireless
fucking
ones,
taken
huh?
advantage of them.
We need
Yeah.
to go fucking by the lake somewhere
I
and
had
just
that one right
fucking
here. It's
have
a
an
little small,
outside.
tiny guy. Yeah, they're perfect though. Like they just put them on your shirt or just you can
Yeah.
even just connect them to here, you know.
We want to go downtown and ask you, how do you feel about the election this year? Just drunk assholes downtown Denver. See what they say.
Yeah. Oof, that's a rough one. Huh?
You
You
might
gotta go.
we
You gotta go to like I think the chillest
Seems
area for
dangerous. A little volatile for that.
I was gonna say
nowadays.
I was gonna say the chillest area I could think of is probably around like View House, like near Rocky Stadium. Still might be a little hostile. But I feel like
That's gonna be
most
worse.
really,
Like I'm gonna be drunk as fuck down there. Every fight I've ever been downtown was in that area.
but I feel like most of the people in those clubs are like we were talking about just the gentrified crowd and shit like that. So they're just
Oh
like
yeah, you
they're
definitely
little,
could fight them off for
yeah,
sure. I'm not saying
they're a
that.
little more docile than
No.
fucking
Yeah.
fucking I don't know anywhere else. But
Yeah, you get a
I,
fucking big ass fucking white drunk dude from Highlands Ranch on your ass, you might be in trouble,
right,
you know?
he's like, "What you just fucking
What the fuck
say?
you say about my
Fuck,
person?
fuck you say, yeah, right."
Oh shit, sorry. It's like fucking chasing you in fucking Birkenstocks and
I've
sandals.
seen some shit exactly in that area though where I'm talking about. Like, yeah, it seems chill, but at any given moment, shit pops off, and then there's just fucking either a little rumble of like squabble of either 15, 20 people, or
Oh
just
yeah.
motherfuckers running up and down the street. Like,
Hey, if you haven't been downtown in Denver and gone to squabble, you ain't lived. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2, baby, you know what I'm saying? In and out, you're good to go. You know, that's just the way to live. Not condoning violence, just saying, but
yeah,
everybody's so sensitive nowadays. I'm fucking joking, you know?
Everybody's too fucking sensitive. That's why we're so goddamn weak.
I always remember the first time. Yeah, like I don't condone this violence or fucking none of the gang life or nothing. But I still remember when I first moved out here, and some of my cousins who were gang affiliated. Like I first moved out here thinking she was gonna be chill. We go out to the fucking carnival the first weekend, and like we see like my cousin's arch nemesis, like these fools is fucking chasing these fools down, like like fucking like Warriors gang type turf shit, and it was wild to me because I'm just I just wasn't expecting none of that, but
It's a fun sight to see things like that.
yeah.
Especially when you're not involved, or you're like not in any like intimate danger, and you're like, "All right, I'm good."
Well, I was just there, but I was like, I mean, it was my family, so I was like, we're gonna fuck shit up, we're gonna fuck shit up. But I mean, shit, that
I think you like they got it.
Jack knows what I'm talking about. Like it was just shit was just it's just funny.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah,
High
if you go down
school,
there for that, you'd be all right with the Trump thing for sure.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you'd be cool. I think you got it.
fine.
You
High
definitely
school
got it.
gang violence is hilarious. Saw a lot of that.
Oh, that's hilarious, but I definitely think it can be if you don't know how to fight.
No, it's funny now when you look at it.
Depends on where the violence is at. Like Lincoln gang violence when I was going to school, not funny. But
That's
What
like
is
where
gang violence
that's where
at like
Sergio
Cherry
went, huh?
Creek,
Yeah, I've heard
at
shit
like
about
Cherry
there.
Creek, that's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Unless it's like one of those dudes with the white kids with the masks walking through. We won't talk
Fucking
about
school shooters.
that. Yeah, pull pooters.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Can't say that word. Fucking school shooters is bad, bro.
That's so bad. I don't think do they still do? Is that a problem in Europe and shit? Are people shooting schools in Europe?
No.
Not
it's
really
just
much.
It's just unique to
really,
us.
it's really just an American thing. You know what? That takes me back to what I was going to talk about. Something about the mental health or the drugs or something. I for sure believe a lot of people are just mentally fucked up here.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's got to be the
And I
cause
feel
of
like it was planned. If it was, this is the plan from Russia. It took them about 20 years, but they got
I
us.
don't even like talking about that shit. Like we were talking about conspiracy theories and earlier, but I always think about like the MK Ultra shit and what if like some of these motherfuckers are just sleeper agents. Like
Right.
all you gotta do is say a word and like I'm gonna fucking go shoot some shit up. Like that shit's scary.
Yeah, I know. It could be any one of us.
Right? Yeah. Like I don't know how
Any
that
one
shit.
of us.
I don't know how that shit works, but I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
They just tell you the code word. The sheep has been activated.
Yeah, and they
And Rambo.
and
like,
interviews always say it. They're like Gary was such a nice guy. Like no one would have ever expected
it
this
is
from
actually.
him.
Like, you're right. Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Like
He was so quiet. He sat in the back by himself.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always say that, like, "Oh, we would never expect this from him." Like, yeah,
That's
like,
probably why, though. Honest, if you think about it, it's always a quiet dude.
yeah.
So he be sitting there stirring in his pot just all day, saying
He's
nothing.
just thinking. He's planning it out. He's like, oh, "I'm gonna fucking."
Then
Get
he goes on
you
Amazon, he
motherfuckers
sees
one
a
day."
gun clip, and the next thing you know, he sees some fucking article, and he's like, "I want to be remembered," and then just fucking it's over, because usually those dudes though have like no genetic, like they lost the genetic lottery.
Yeah.
They're ugly as hell. They got no
Most of the time,
girlfriends,
yeah.
no game, no riz. You know what I'm saying? Zero riz.
That's
No
Negative
what it
riz.
comes down to. No drip, no
No
riz.
drip, no. It is, though. No trip, you got no riz. You might become a school shooter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Just saying, like
better buck up and
Yeah,
get you.
as funny as that sounds, there might be some kid who listens. He's like, well, I don't have any fucking ribs.
Hey, hopefully we can prevent some fucking shootings with this.
Bro,
Better
get yourself some riz ASAP.
Better
you know
get
what
your
I'm saying?
style up, motherfucker.
Don't get a gun, get some riz.
You got no style, motherfucker.
That's all they need, really, is a little bit of fucking, you know what I'm saying? So, a female. They need a female in their life, is what they need, usually. Or if they're a gay male, they need
Guaranteed.
a
I
man.
always think about that. I'm like, some of these lonely bastards, like they would have got their dick sucked. They wouldn't have gone out shooting this shit.
Mhm.
They wouldn't have gone on wanting to make these people fucking miserable that way.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of head.
You need
Sometimes you
pussy.
just need your dick sucked.
Pussy runs the world for a reason.
Ladies,
Pussy does run the world.
just kidding. Don't go and sucking anyone's dick. But
I mean, hey, if he's on the verge of shooting a school, you might want to hop on that right away. You might be you're like basically a war hero at that point, right?
Save a
You know what I'm
life,
saying?
suck a dick.
Save a life, suck a dick. Save hundreds of lives at that point because it's a school. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Could be prevented. Could be prevented.
I don't know if we got to put a disclaimer now in this video.
I can't go.
I want to keep joking about it, but I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
it's definitely a
You
tough
guys gotta have a
subject.
Patreon to
I feel
check
like
this out. And
That's
then put
exactly
this
what I
out.
want. And can you make a Patreon free?
No, I think that's the point of it is for paid content.
Paid
Right?
content.
But you
free
can't. Like,
content.
let's say I just wanted to fucking eat the loss on it. Let's say it's $30 a month what they charge you, right?
I know you can.
And
make
I
a
can just
free
be like, it's free,
OnlyFans.
but it's unedited. But you have to watch it on Patreon.
I mean, I don't
No,
know.
I
I've
think they
never
still
done
have
it.
to subscribe. I think that's the whole point of Patreon is someone has to subscribe and pay monetary thing.
to watch it. Yeah.
No, because
Yeah.
there's free OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying, but that's different. I
Yeah,
just
that's
said it, like
OnlyFans, though.
there's OnlyFans that are free,
There's
but
always discounts on
that's
OnlyFans.
yeah, that's different.
No, but they
Constantly.
could probably still, if they wanted to, post naked pictures on their free one if they wanted to.
Yeah, no, they definitely good.
So what I'm saying is, like, if I made a free fucking OnlyFans to watch my channel,
We can put some free if they want to.
You could do that. I think
that's what I'm saying. That's an option, right?
Yeah, but that's not a thing
I
because
think
like
Cardi
they're
B
not
made an
saints just putting
OnlyFans.
out nudes for free. Just
No, no, no,
like,
no. I'm just saying, like for this podcast.
Honestly,
you could, yeah.
honestly,
I think you should just make some money. You know what I'm saying? Might as well.
I in the
Just
past,
weed out the fake fans.
yeah. Well, no, like,
If you're one of my clients and you don't subscribe to my goddamn channel,
well,
I'm not cutting your hair anymore.
He still loves you. It's okay. It's
I've
all right.
seen
I've
some of
told
the
him I don't like
memes. Even if they have the free ones, even if they have a free one, they're like plugging in their paid one. 9 times out of 10
Yeah,
with that one.
Just basically say anything you want.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. Like, have you ever seen your mom's house, the live one, the one you got to
I
pay
love
for?
Tom Segura. Yeah, and it's horrible.
It's fucking
disgusting.
horrible, dude. But that shit, I love watching. I can't wait till their next one comes out.
Disgusting.
They watch some
The live
fucked
ones that
up
they
stuff.
do. You're talking about the live ones they do.
Yeah, the live ones. You see? Did I show you any of those?
I don't think I've ever
horrible.
seen one
It's
from the
horrible,
live
dude.
one.
It's really, really bad. It's like
when
beyond.
they show like usually they bleep stuff out on the actual podcast.
Yeah,
They show it. Like show it, and you're just like I
Yeah,
do
it's
not
fucked
need to
up.
see an old man doing that. That's just not
Oh shit!
There's
yeah.
one
That was like
where
Howard Stern back in the day. He used to
Way worse.
fucking
no, way worse, dude. Like
No,
they'll,
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
end the
Segura
show.
is a whole nother level. They're sick. Him and Christina P are just sickos, but I love them. You know what I'm saying?
So I had the first one I had seen. I had never bought one. Right? I said it can't be that bad, right? So I'm here. It's a busy ass Saturday. So I'm gonna play it and play it on the TV, right? It was a Thanksgiving episode, and it starts right with like a pretty little Thanksgiving scene. It starts to zoom out, and some dude stuffing his asshole, bro, like stuffing.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
He's like stuffing his ass. He's like, "Welcome to your mom's house." And then he like shits on a pan or some more shit like that. He like shits the stuffing out.
It's like hearing this is like, why would you watch that? I think it's the visceral reaction that Tom Segura has
I don't.
and Christina P's
Yeah,
like
it's their
total like
reaction.
flabbergasted at like him being so funny. Like he's laughing so hard. So she finds that funny.
I don't.
He finds that funny. I'm like, why the fuck are these people so sick?
Nah.
Why are they so sick?
I guess
Makes me laugh.
I guess I'm a little sick too because I used to think of the just Jackass back in the day. Like it was never that bad, but the shit that used to make me laugh the most was when that little motherfucker would do the little clay models and he's like shitting out the volcano or like
Oh.
you know
What
just
about the
some
one where they
nasty ass
had
shit.
Steve-O take a
And
fishbowl and they fucking put the tube in his fucking helmet and the fucking
Oh,
farted in
that
it?
was horrible.
Oh
And
yeah,
he was
he,
just like, just fucking throw ball.
I remember that.
Horrible.
That's fucked up.
Oh, he
Dude.
had shit in it too, duh. He shit in the
Did he
tube.
shit in it?
I think he was.
Was it shit?
Yeah, I think he was trying to fart so much that he ended up
Some shit
shitting.
came
But yeah,
out,
like
yeah.
like he's like, oh, I accidentally shit, and then that's when Steve-O really just starts fucking puking.
Yeah, that motherfucker's big too.
See, Steve-O's
Uncomfortably big.
I'm surprised he's still alive, dude.
Steve-O's one of the craziest motherfuckers and just nastiest motherfuckers. He did that. He did the porta potty bungee jump with the shit. Like he was bathed in shit. Like in that one,
Oh
basically.
yeah, when they shot him off.
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah.
That's fucked. That's
Gotta get so many shots probably after that.
Right, yeah, like, oh, bro, like, I feel like I think he was wearing goggles. He had goggles and other shit. Cause yeah, you don't even want that shit getting into your
Look at this.
fucking yeah, that's like a hit.
All right, for sure.
well, it's that time. I hope you prep something. We usually let our guest say the last phrase of the show, whether it be a sentence, helpful or unhelpful advice, a quote, good quote, a movie. You could just make a random noise. You could start some beef with somebody if you want to be. Oh, I'm bro, I'm stoned as hell. But I will finish this. And with that, we will end it. But I'll give you a little bit of time. I gotta find some exit music.
All right, go ahead.
So think about it.
I mean,
This message will defy you as a person.
wow. All right. Well, we'll see where I go with this. I think people just need to be happy. Be happy. Enjoy life. Don't worry about what's coming next. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about who's on your Instagram. Don't worry about being a celebrity. Just enjoy life. The shit's really short. And if you do want to do something like that, push it really hard. But when you got to relax, relax and enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it's about.
Hell
I
yeah.
think we're all too stressed at the end of the day. So,
That's solid
yeah.
sound on advice.
Anything you want to say to the crowd?
I think he pretty much hit the nail on the head with that one. I think we're good. Just fucking I always just say be happy and live your life, basically.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't forget to clean your sex toys before and after every use.
Fuck
Thank
it,
you,
leave
ladies
them
and
dirty.
gentlemen.
Make them fucking
That's
dirty. Who
his
cares?
favorite.
Makes it more freaky.
That's always my advice.
Build up an immune system.
And you got to use the cleaner from the store. Don't use Dawn soap. It doesn't kill all the bacterias.
How many sex toys does this man have?
I got quite a bit. It's a little. It's a
All
little.
right.
It's a briefcase with a pet.
Jealous. I'm jealous. All right.
It's a lot of maintenance. You got to keep them clean.
I appreciate y'all,
Yeah.
man. Having
I only got a couple.
Alrighty, man. Thank you for having us. Or thank you for being with
I
us.
appreciate it, man.
That's what happens when you do too much weed. Thank you for having us on your pod. Thanks for having us on your podcast, bro. This shit was dope.